Hello, my name is Alejandro Chavez, and this is my financial planning project. A quote that represents my attitude towards financial literacy would be push yourself because nobody is going to do it for you. And this is because when it comes to money and working hard, I think you always got to push yourself, because at the end of the day, you're the only person that's going to want yourself to make the most money. And I think you got to push yourself the hardest. And 3 fixed expenses are student loans, car payment, and the internet. And 3 variable expenses are eating out, gas, and groceries. And how can I reduce the cost of each? For variable expenses, stop eating out all the time, like stop getting food like at McDonald's and whatnot. Eat at home, eat what you have, stop wasting money on the food. And for the fixed expenses, for the student loans, for example, maybe get financial aid help from the school. Let them know you're gonna need some help, and then slowly pay them off over the years or as you get money. And an image that I want to show that represents my my favorite quote is right here. It's an unknown quote, but I thought it was very motivational, so I chose that. And the third one is the third question is, what is the best way to manage your credit card? Explain fully. The best way to manage your credit card is to pay the full amount that you own by the end of the month, so you don't have to pay any fees or any interest, because if you don't pay the full amount, you're gonna eventually build up your fees and the interest that you own, so you don't want to do that. So my best suggestion is just pay the full amount. So that is my suggestion. And here's the image that I chose to represent that. It just says pay credit card full amount. I thought it was a very cool image, just a little something. And also pick a song or movie that depicts the aspect of course with a brief explanation. I chose The Wolf of Wall Street because this movie talks about, it's a huge business, and it talks about the stocks and the industry of stocks, and basically they're just in the Wall Street, they're just trying to sell shares and trying to make money, and they're trying to benefit from the sales. And I thought this relates a lot to financial planning, because it talks about stocks and making money and how to work in a business. So I thought that was a very good picture to show, a very good movie that I chose. Write 5 financial goals for yourself by the age of 25 and explain why it's important. I thought it'd be very good if I have a good credit by the age of 25. I want to have my own apartment by that age. I also have I want to finish all my studies, and I want to have money invested already in the stock, or just invest in bank or whatever it is. I want to have my money invested already, be financially smart with my money. I want to create a budget, and all these things relate to financial, because they all relate to money somehow, such as the credit score. Having a good credit score, I have to be wise with my money. To own my own apartment, I have to be financially stable. I have to finish all my studies. Studies it's not cheap, it's not easy, so I want to be able to pay that off, be able to just admit myself to college with a good amount of money, which I'll be able to do. And I want to have my money invested. Well, first of all, I need to have money to be first invested. I need to have extra cash to have in my pocket to invest that money. And I want to create a budget that I want to be smart with what I pay and what I do with my money over time. Just not be doing stupid stuff with my money, not be going out all the time. So I want to be financially stable with that. And an image that I chose kind of represents that is this. It's just basically a guy in the little piggy bank going upwards, basically just showing that he's financially stable and smart with his money, so he's being successful. Provide 3 tips to avoid identity theft or a credit card theft. I said always leave your credit card somewhere safe, where you know where it is, you won't forget, and not anyone can just come and snatch it away from you and use your credit card for an advantage. Or don't put your information in untrustworthy websites. If the website seems sketchy, you don't really know if it's a good idea, trust your gut, don't do it. It probably is a scam. Be smart with where you put your information out there, because there are scammers and they will take your money, no doubt. And freeze your card when it's lost. First thing, if that card is lost, you freeze it right away. You don't want anyone using your card without your consent, and they can snatch a lot of money from you, and you'll be in big trouble if they do without your consent or without you even knowing. So freeze it right away. If you know it's lost, freeze it, and then unfreeze it once you find it or once you have a new one and you contact your bank. List 5 facts that are important for a person buying a home with mortgage. Well, first of all, mortgage is taking out a loan to buy a home. So you're not fully paying the house, you're just taking out a loan from the bank. And you have to agree to pay the full mortgage within a period of time. So you have a time span where you pay on the full house. What is it? 25 years, 30 years, 35 years, whatever it is for you. There can be fixed or adjustable rates, and fixed stays the same for the whole loan, and adjustable rate is just pretty much going up and down depending on how much money you're getting or maybe you're losing. It just depends your communication with the loaner for the house. And you can make a down payment, of course. Make a good down payment which you're comfortable in for the house. Don't make it too high and then you're lost with your money. You're kind of getting broken. No, make a good amount of money where you can make a down payment and where in the future you're comfortable in there, and you don't have to be all scared about it and whatnot. Failure in paying the loan could result in the lender taking the home. Yes, this could happen. The lender could take the home away from you, even though you're living in it, because you're not paying the money that they asked you for, which could result in them taking your house. You should know all the expenses of the house before even buying the house. You should know how much you're gonna be paying, how much you're gonna be paying monthly, how much down payment you're gonna be putting in. You should know all that before you even enter in buying this house with a mortgage. So you should know all about that before you do. And an image I chose, a little cute image I chose to represent that was just this picture. And there's money building up. It just says loan to the house, because once you build up, you pay on the full loan, the house is eventually yours. What advice would you give a first-time investor? What I said was invest your extra money that you have in your wallet. Don't be wasting your money on Chipotle or food, or going out, or going to the bar. I say you invest that money, because over time that money will build up. Without you forgot about it already, that money is building up, and wherever you invest it, and your money will grow without you having to do anything. Once you invest it, it's already invested. It's gonna keep growing over the years. So yeah, I say you invest all the little extra money you have, so that in the future you will have a lot of money build up and you can do something great with it. So that's my advice for first-time investor. Explain what a high school student needs to know about credit reports. They should first understand what a credit report is, and understand what the credit report has, such as they should check the credit report 3 times a year in case of any incorrect information or fraud. Understand what is in the credit report, such as your social security, your address, your mortgage, your loans, any sort of bankruptcy you have, and most importantly your credit card. And also they should know what's not on the credit report, such as your religion and your gender. Those things are not on it. And credit report is really important just to know what's in it and how yours is looking like, because that's it. Some jobs they ask you for your credit report, and they want to know more information about you before hiring you and whatnot. So I say that's something very important for you to know. And explain 5 important considerations when opening a checking account. Well, first is knowing what a checking account is and understanding all the concepts with it. You should be able to handle the monthly fees in a checking account, because checking account is mostly to route checks. You can pay someone in a check without paying them in cash, and you have to be of course financially stable to open an account up. My personal opinion, which I think is very important, because you should be able to have the money for it if you're giving out checks. You can use a certain type of you can only use a certain type of ATM, because if you use a different type of ATM that's rather not your bank, you can be paying extra fees that we certainly don't want. And there's fees for online payments, of course. If you're making an online payment with a checking account, you're gonna have to pay fees, which is something you should know, because you should always know how much money you can handle and how much you can pay. And a cute picture that I chose for the checking account, this picture of a paper and pen. That's I just thought it was cute because it says checking account application. And that's it. That's my project. That's my video. Hope you like it, Mr. Stroka. Thank you so much. Bye.